Alrighty, welcome ladies and gentlemen to our Sound Goblin Tuesday gaming streams. I am as always your host, the Krampus.
Shiv.
I'm Hunter Green.
And today we are starting up a new game, and it's a new game in multiple senses of the word. This is Grime. Grime is a Hollow Knight sort of-ish game, a sort of Metroidvania slash Dark Souls fusion. Not a great descriptor, but it's the only short descriptor I can give. With a beautiful art aesthetic. Well, beautiful in a weird kind of sense. So, before we actually start the game, I have to turn up the music volume, because the music volume on the title screen, incredibly loud. Rest of the game, fine.
Kind of thing I really wish that game developers would get through their head of, consistency.
Yeah.
No. Cute little black hole head creature.
Yep. That's us. Yeah.
We are the body made stone.
Body made of stone and this black hole for a head.
Hole for a head.
We're pulling ourselves together. Alright. And, this is us. We are, naked. We have jump. When you jump onto any part of a platform, you will mantle yourself up onto it, not just the sides. This is important.
That's kind of neat.
There will frequently be sections like this where the foreground is hidden. There's this weird guy. I don't know what he's doing. I'm just gonna let him be. This is a very important move for combat and for navigation. The dash. You can dash very slightly farther than you can jump. Also,
Can you jump then dash?
no. Very importantly, you can dash and then jump, but you cannot jump and then
Jump
dash.
then dash.
Okay.
Probably a power up you get later on.
Most likely. I have not gotten all the way through this game, to be honest. I played through enough of it to be like, yeah, I want to commit to doing this for Tuesdays. And to learn the basic controls and stuff. Okay, so... We have no weapons, but there's this weird little, like, witch hand over here. And if we get close, it pushes us away. It's very rude.
How rude.
So, let's devour it.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense.
So,
That escalated quickly.
So, a pivotal mechanic in this game, no matter what kind of build you're going with, is this is your parry. If you catch an attack with the parry, you will do anything from strip away defenses, to do damage, to, if an enemy is weak enough, just devour it whole. If you look up in the top left corner, you will see a meter that's going up. The darker orange meter. That is called our breath meter. Every time we successfully parry an attack or eat an enemy, with certain exceptions, we will fill up 1/4 of that meter. When you fill up a full meter, that's your Estus for this game. You can hit the right trigger and heal.
Okay.
Oh, there's some...
So, every breath you take, you'll be devouring them?
Yes.
Or blocking, or parrying. Not necessarily always devouring.
There's no block in this game. There is only parry and dodge. There's a weird misshapen guy up there, but we don't care much.
I have a name.
A bunch of these weird boulder people. Oh. That's not good. There is fall damage in this game. There is a point, if you fall far enough, you will just disappear, take a shit ton of damage, and then reappear back where you were last quote-unquote safe. Okay. There's that. We got money for that. Now... mend the vessel with sacrifice of prey. So, we hit that. We heal. The heal is gradual. It is not an instant heal. It is also not a full heal. You will get a certain amount of health back from a breath recharge. Here's our basic climbing mechanics. Can't get over there just yet.
Don't like the name of that.
We got a thing called Levelum Dust. Levelum Dust returns to the most recently created surrogate. But what is a surrogate, you may ask? This thing.
Weird flesh stone?
So that's
Weird.
That's your bonfire?
Yep, these are our bonfires. So you can see the cost for a level up in the top next to where it says Develop Vessel. Cost is 142 right now. The cost goes up for every point you put into one of these 5 stats. The stats are all very self-explanatory. Health increases your maximum health. Force is our stamina. And then Strength, Dexterity, and Resonance all manage the scaling of weapons. But Resonance also does scaling for trait damage. Those empty squares you see below here, we don't have any of those because we haven't eaten an enemy that has a trait yet. But once we eat an enemy that has a trait, their trait will appear down there and we can put points into it. Traits do all sorts of weird, wacky stuff. Actually.
Thing is, eat everything we see.
Yes. So we are actually going to put a point into health. Because health is just universally good.
Don't get hit, you don't need health.
True.
And as with most games that take cues from Dark Souls, once you use a surrogate, it refreshes all the enemies.
Yep. Standard stuff.
And most notably, the surrogate is, at least according to our little lore tidbit here, a shard of the womb we once inhabited. You're actually, like, dissolving yourself into the surrogate and coming back out again. There we go. So, 1, we just found new prey. So now if we eat 7 more of those crawler guys, we'll get their traits. And 2, we got another item. It's a nail. Nails are sharp, like, fingers and first knuckle bones of a creature. And we can throw them like throwing knives. Some more leveling dust.
Throwing knives or I've already forgotten what they're actually called. My
The
brain's
nails.
bad.
Yeah, these are nails.
Are they a flat damage or do they scale based off dex?
They don't scale based off dex, they're a flat damage.
Okay.
Assume they're used for like poking and pulling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This guy sure thinks a lot of himself.
Or they're just blind.
So that's Jan. We'll be seeing him throughout this place. Got some more nails. Oops. We've got an unformed finger. These are your generic break this to get money. Our money being mass in this game.
Yeah.
The general rule of thumb is the bigger the piece you are breaking, the more souls you will get at one point in time. An unformed finger gets us 100 mass. You'll notice that the frail arms we've been breaking are also prey.
Complete.
Yes. We have completed the hunt for a prey. We're gonna hit this thing again. Now, if we go into Grow, we see that we have the frail arm trait. And if we put a point into it, we'll restore 25% of our total force on a successful absorb or repel. Repel is certain enemies won't just be killed in one go if you parry them. And if you don't kill an enemy with your parry, that's called a repel. Certain things work off of repels, certain things work off of repels and absorbs.
Yeah.
Now, there's one thing preventing us from taking this right now. We don't have any trait points yet. And we don't get them from just, like, regular leveling up. Later on, we will find out how to get trait points. Now, a big thing about this game, much like a bunch of other Souls-like games, is that you'll unlock shortcuts fairly regularly. Beforehand, we couldn't have gotten through this door because there was no way to break it from this side, even if we did have a weapon. But, now that we've destroyed that hand, now we can go and just go straight from the surrogate to that next section. But I want to, A, grind out these extra crawlers. I forgot you got to trigger him by coming over here. No? 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 Okay. He's just gonna hide. Oh, big hands.
Ancient to them.
Yeah. That's new prey for us. And we got something called Ardent Sand. The next absorb grants 100% more breath when you use an Ardent Sand. It's not great, but if you're like one short of being at full breath before you go into a boss, you can use that to get extra breath. Or use it to absorb breath during a boss fight, because bosses will frequently have attacks that you can parry to get breath back. Alright. That's 7. These are boulder heads.
It's called that, because their heads have boulders.
Ah, and there we got a whole unformed hand. And a volatile eye. This is a throwing explosive, like the fire bombs.
Oh.
Alright. We got our first weapon. The Maul Axe. So the Maul Axe, most notably, if you see up there, it has the ratings for strength, dexterity, and resonance. That is how much... Yeah, it's how much it scales. The Maul Axe actually has pretty good scaling for everything except resonance. It's kind of a good all-around weapon, and it's the only weapon we've got right now. So in addition to letting us break these pots and stuff...
Habit.
So the regular hit is just a swipe, like a club. But if you hold the heavy attack, it extends those little fingers and does a big old claw swipe.
Speaking of claw swipe.
Alright. And that hunt is complete. You see these little wisps? When you see these wisps, you know that one of these shards is here. By default, we have no mapping function. Even if we're going to places, we don't see the map. However, once you attune to a beacon, you get the map data for that. Well, kind of. It enables mapping for that area and shows you all the places you've been, but it doesn't show you the entire map for the area.
Oh.
It allows you to map an area, but doesn't give you the map for the area.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a tutorial on Force. Just telling us, hey, you got a stamina meter. Alright, our prey hunt for crawlers is complete.
So is there an advantage killing things by parry mechanic?
Parry is the only way to get breath.
Okay.
If you kill something with a weapon, you don't get breath from it, and you don't get credit for killing it in the trait menu. So when you first encounter an enemy, you want to kill it with parries as much as possible, and then once you're done with its bestiary thing, then you can go at it with regular weapons. Now, being a little careful here, because we got... Oh, this big guy. Red attacks cannot be parried. So anytime an enemy glows red, you know not to parry it. Now, do you see that line on its health bar?
That means it would take 2 parries to actually kill. Or a parry would do that much health.
No, actually. It means that you have to get it under that level to eat it.
Ah.
Once you get it under that level, a parry is an instant kill. Alright, so a couple things. We got a hunt point for that. Hunt points are how we get traits.
Debris.
This is Debris, yes. When you use this, it reduces incoming damage by 15% for a short duration. And we got the Prickly Weeper chest. Armor in this game does nothing. The armor in this game is all cosmetic. Got some more nails. Oh. Very important. Ranged projectiles can also be parried. They will be immediately sent back to their source.
Ah.
This is very important for at least one upcoming boss fight. Oops. Back some health. Get up and fight me. Alright. We got ourselves a new weapon.
Twin fangs.
Twin fangs. We can have 2 weapons equipped at one time. And we can swap between them quickly by using the left bumper. We can swap between the maul axe and the daggers.
Weeper hands. Alright. Now we got the whole Prickly Weeper set. Prickly.
It is, in fact, prickly. Another one of these guys. Oh. Second hunt point. Oops. So, to elaborate a little on what we've been seeing so far, it looks like that these guys aren't just, like, people or, like, biological beings. They're actually, like, rocks that have been brought to life. We're technically no different. The only thing that makes us different is our proportions are much better, and, of course, the all-consuming void that is our head.
Yep.
Open up the shortcut. We're gonna go on because I know there's a surrogate up ahead. More debris. More pots to break.
Smash all the things. It looks like pots contain small amounts of mass.
Yep. And this is a blood metal splinter. This is our Titanite. That's what I'm thinking of. Titanite. It is how we upgrade weapons once we get the ability to upgrade weapons.
Ah.
And, oh, we got some goo.
Got eyes.
Don't look like hills, though. The hills have eyes. The walls have ears, usually. Yeah,
These are
faces.
eyes on the inside.
Ah, I see.
So, yeah. Let's go see what we can spend our trade points on. Okay, so,
We have 2 red bips now.
yes, we have 2 red bips. So we have Frail Arm, which is restore 25% of your total force on successful absorb or repel. Boulderhead reduces 25% of incoming damage after failing to absorb an attack. Crawler, which allows you to move slowly.
The ability to walk slowly.
Ancient Limb, which is repelling an attack damages the attacker, gains 100% benefit from resonance. So as we scale resonance, this would become more powerful. And then gently pull on nearby vulnerable surfaces, revealing hidden paths. So we're going to put 1 point into Ancient Limbs, and probably 1 point into Boulderhead. Put our stuff up here. I think for this game, I'm probably going to go for a strength build.
Going strong.
Yes. And probably a little bit into resonance as well, just because they make the traits better. but mostly strength. Another blood metal splinter. Ah, and we have our next weapon, the Bellow Mace. So, all the weapons are based off body parts, in some capacity or another. The Bellow Mace is just a big old giant mouth. Hits like a truck. Only scales off strength and resonance. But has a D for both.
D for D's teeth.
Sure. Also, it's incredibly powerful. There's one shot those crawlers.
It is a mace made of teeth. So, is that a specific location that you'll always find that mace, or is it a random drop off of one of them?
It is a specific location where you'll always find them. To my knowledge, there is no random weapon drops. You will always find weapons in the same place or from the store.
Okay.
There is a store that we will get later. Hey guys.
Very nice of them to just stand still for you.
We're doing the best they can.
Now the one downside to the Bellow Mace is it eats up a large amount of force.
Well, yes, big, heavy, blunt weapon.
Tends to be the standard for big smasher weapons.
Oh! I goofed. Okay, so now we get to talk about... So now we get to talk about death. When you die in this game, you do not lose your money. You still keep all the money you had. You do not lose a portion of it or anything like that. So, there are two downsides to death. One is a mechanic that we haven't even had unlocked yet. So, there's no real downside. And the other is forward progress. But this game's actually remarkably lenient about death.
Kind of rare.
It's kind of refreshing to a Souls-like game. Just go like, you died, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like the game understands like, oh man, you have to go back through all that shit again. We're not gonna, fuck you over for that.
Yeah. Actually,
it's already bad enough.
In fact, deaths can be tactically beneficial to you. So, to explain. Oh, that guy's still there.
Well, yeah.
So, my body's right there. When I break it, I get a heal.
Nice.
So, if you break it in, like, a boss room, you now have one extra floating heal that you didn't before.
Okay.
Huh. A Motley Pearl. So, the Motley...
Good.
I was gonna say, the Motley Pearls are how we extract hunt points from a trait. If we decide we don't want a trait anymore, we trade one Motley Pearl to recover one hunt. Shortcut open. A lot of times when you see a bunch of crawlers, like, worshipping something, you know there's either going to be, like, a surrogate up ahead or a boss fight up ahead. In this case, we are coming up to our first boss.
I mean, he's just there. He ain't hurting no one.
Yeah.
Perfectly normal hit.
Yeah. You can hear it crying inside the head. So let's wake it up.
I mean.
Oops. Right. Let's dance!
Aw.
Yep, that's probably not one, eh?
Now, especially on bosses, the parry timing and the parry window is close as far as timing goes, but the hitbox for it is wide as hell.
Yeah.
Also looks like that when you parry his arms, it removes those arms for a period of time.
Yep. This boss is basically, do you understand that parrying is important?
Are you not able to attack him directly?
I mean, I can attack him directly. Oh, we've crushed our first great prey.
Now we have the head.
Now we've eaten the head.
Alright. And here's the mechanic I was talking about that hasn't unlocked yet. So this is Ardor. If we kill an enemy, we get 3 ardor. If we eat an enemy, we get an additional 2 ardor. When you take damage, you lose 2 ardor. And if you die, you lose half your ardor.
I'll go half, okay.
Yeah. Well, you lose all your ardor, and picking up the body regains half of what you had.
Okay.
Ah. And ardor is used for...
Ardor increases...
XP bonus, effectively.
Yeah, it increases the amount of money that you earn from sources. Yeah.
Now, does it apply to mass from killing things, or is it mass from all sources?
I believe it's just the mass from killing things. Like, if I use a unbroken finger or things like that. Yeah.
It'll still be just 100 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So we can't get that yet. We have to come back for it.
Assuming either a jump dash or a double jump. Probably.
Yeah, something like that.
If I trust Yawn.
Yawn just wants to serve the perfectly proportioned one.
Other Boulderhead.
He is kind of a dick, though.
He is kind of a dick.
So we want to go to the palace, we can go away to the sky.
Yes.
Seems awfully jellical.
Not sure I like the sound of that.
Gemlical?
I imagine you could get that if you had the ability to crawl.
Last thing, we don't get the ability to crawl from the crawlers, we get the ability to walk.
Just walk slowly?
Yes.
I figured since it was crawlers, it would be a slow crawling movement.
Nope. It is
Did you
just...
take the crawler ability?
Nope. We only had 2 points, and I did not take the crawler ability.
Well, looks like you can already walk slowly.
That was a cutscene.
Oh, that's cutscene. Okay.
So yeah, we're there. And we need to go up there.
There.
Seems like a short trip.
And yeah, stuff just keeps falling down from up there.
That's perfectly natural. It's gravity.
No, you're going the wrong way. Down is farther away from where we want to go.
Also, you're going left when you're going right.
Yeah.
Okay. Put another point to resonance, strength. Actually. Point to resonance, strength, and force. There's that falling I was talking about.
Yeah.
Another blood metal splinter. Great googly moogly!
Throw spears at you.
Jerk.
How does he like it?
I mean, he really didn't seem to care that much.
Oh, ow. There we go. That's a one and done. We already completed him.
Yay! So I'm assuming that gives you the spear throw ability?
Oh, another one with a sword.
Yes. Oh, jeez!
You went for the parry way too early on that one.
Yeah, I did.
Also, it looked like you glowed red for that one, so that wouldn't have been parryable.
Ah, you are correct, sir. We're gonna go back down and challenge that sassy guy, because that sassy guy has a weapon.
Getting sassy?
So I'm gonna switch to a slightly
Sassafras?
quicker weapon. Oh, and we ran out of force there.
Forces failed you.
Ow. I've got a bigger hitbox on it than I thought it did.
Hope everyone's ready for this in the next 2 hours.
Now, I've got faith in Grime. It's only going to take an hour and a half.
Ow.
Place your bets on how long it takes us to kill a random enemy.
Ow, my pride.
Okay, you can do the same to me when it comes around doing Bloodborne.
But you're the world's best Bloodborne player.
I'll be playing left-handed on a trackball to make it fair. But only because I can't find Donkey Kong Congo drums.
Fair enough.
What you need to do is you need to do it on one of those Link crossbows.
The Link crossbow trending for Wii.
And that's just a Wii controller.
Classic thing to put your Wii controller in.
Now the real trick would be to do it on a Steel Battalion controller.
If I could get one.
I mean, I'm sure you can find one on eBay for like, you know, a couple $100,000 at this point.
Not after that expensive. I'd honestly be surprised if there weren't on eBay to begin with. Hold on.
There we go. Hour and a half.
There you go. Steel Battalion complete controller and game for $300.
Well, there you go.
Jesus. So, yeah, the glaive is an interesting weapon. It scales equally with dex and strength.
It looks like it scales. Well, it depends how this game's scaling works.
Do you see that? Actually. Yeah, the scaling is a bit weird.
Because, like, Souls games have, like, an A through D, like, S through, like,
Yeah.
E scaling. But, like, just because something is D doesn't mean it's the same as any other D.
Right.
There's ranges within the
Yeah, like,
codes.
you see those pluses next to the thing? That's what we're getting from the stat. So, like, for the Bellow Mace here,
yeah.
it's a D, but we're getting +2 damage from our strength rating.
Yeah.
Also, while we're thinking about things like this...
So, since you don't lose any of your resources in this game when you die, is there any reason to keep around, like, fingers and hands and stuff? Rather than using them immediately?
Not particularly. I've been, like, trying to think about that. Like, why would we not just use these immediately? And the only thing I can think of is that they're not meant to be, like, hoarded. It's just they wanted to put extra souls in an area, and so they put the item there.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just kind of confusing. This one's like, there's not really a good reason to keep them around, just use them immediately. There's reasons in like Dark Souls and Bloodborne and whatnot to not use them immediately because you could die and thus lose them on your body.
Right.
Yeah.
So, the guys down there that we killed, the fledgling Yer, increases damage done by 15% for 15 seconds after repelling an attack. Can stack up to 3 times, but buff is lost upon taking damage.
Okay.
Really good skill, and the more we raise it up, the higher that's going to be. But it does cost us 2 hunt just to get the first level. So we're going to save the hunt point that we just got. And save up for that, because that's really good with the way I play this game.
Oh, sorry. Evil not. Oh, shameful. For Leon.
Yeah, the rock people ain't doing so great. And that's before stuff like that happens.
I was about to say, especially now.
Talk about all this more.
Yep. Oops. Been a while since I fought them, so I don't have the timing on those guys down. Fossil Fist.
Oh my.
Fossil Fist is a fist-type weapon, but you have to have...
3 skill looks like that. I'm guessing the first number is the requirement?
Yeah, you have to meet... You have to meet one of the requirements to equip the weapon. So, for example, like, we can't equip... Sorry. I actually...
I presume you need to meet both, otherwise you could absolutely equip the Fossil Fist right now.
Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, I was mistaken about that. Not the first time I'll be mistaken about something.
Also, we can't equip our fancy spear.
Yeah, that takes 5 and 5. Fell too far. Those guys explode.
Yes, they do. As well.
Ah, the Bulger Plate legs.
Your thing dog.
Fucked up spider dog. A claw.
Delicious.
Claw hound.
Delicious. I'm onto your tricks. Oh, hey, there's a surrogate up there.
With a panel with a drawing on it behind us.
Yep.
Oh, bomb flowers.
Can't interact with this one, though. Sand. There's the boulder plate chest. And the boulder plate hands. Yeah. Big and beefy.
Spider dog.
Like there's a beacon nearby.
Yep.
Bomb spiders. I'm not gonna try and absorb bomb spiders.
You can't absorb bomb spiders.
Ah.
Yeah, absorb that explosion in your face.
Why
The
not?
the explosion counts as a red
Punches to the
attack.
face.
Damn it.
You did.
Yeah, which means we got a hell of a trek. Just telling us that when we die, we lose half of our ardor.
Yep. Right, you didn't touch the,
Yeah, I didn't touch the other one. I'm gonna go touch the other one now.
I do like the fact that it actually looks like they are properly stunnable. If you hit them with a heavy weapon, they actually stagger.
Yep.
nice enough to put those rocks back.
There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Ow.
Oh,
That was just rude.
Yeah, that's a tricky trap.
good spirit thing.
Tricky trap full of turmoil.
Bad spider puppy.
Well, I ran into spikes.
Destroy that guy.
Ah, volatile Bob.
Ow. I'm on to you. Ow.
You're on to him.
He was on to me.
On something.
This also. Over here. No, actually, not gonna spend anything yet, because we're coming up on a shop.
Nice shot.
Saving that mass. got stun locked there.
They don't punch you, yeah.
Before we do anything else, let's go hit this. And yet, Clawhound is another really good soul I like. So for the duration of your dash, there's an echo left behind at the point you left. If an enemy hits it, you restore 15% of total force. There's another version of this where if something hits the echo, they take damage.
Ah.
Head. So we now have an official name for what we are. We are a Carven. So we have two new weapons we can pick up. We've got the Maul Sword, which is more of a dex weapon. And the Crab Claw.
Oh, wow.
Crab Hand.
Ah.
We're gonna pick up Crab Hand. Crab Hand at a couple points in dexterity. So I get the feeling any weapon we want to use in the future is going to require at least some.
Don't say you have a bunch of weapons you can't use right now because you don't have enough dexterity.
Yep.
Also, don't forget to use any mass items you have if you haven't.
Yep. I've got them equipped to the D-pad buttons, so they'll show up in the bottom corner if I need them, or if I have any. These weird things that we can't do anything with yet. that. Alright. Let's go fight Mr. Bogus.
Bogus.
Oh, right. Wrong hole.
Haha, that's what she said.
Oh,
It's most of your health.
at least we're closer
Too
this time.
soon.
Yeah, I'm trying to bait him into doing a specific attack.
One that you can actually parry.
Yep. Problem is, the attack I'm trying to bait him into and the attack where he charges forward look very similar. Whoops.
He really stopped throwing his eyes at you.
There we go. Yeah, da.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Got some volatile eyes. I don't think I have enough yet for another level. Dog. Now, I think what I'm looking for is a little farther ahead.
Valley of Hands.
Yes. And that's a rock head. Different from a boulder head.
Yeah, it's head made of rocks, so both boulders.
To be fair, Boulderhead is our friend.
Well, Boulderhead and other Boulderhead are our friends.
That's
That's Boulderhead proper noun as opposed to Boulderhead referring to all the other Boulder-headed enemies.
To be fair, I think Boulderhead and other Boulderhead are actually rockheads that just aren't violent.
Oh, awesome.
Hell moms!
They're not happy to see the Carven, are they?
I don't know. They're not being violent.
Yeah, I'm not trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Like they're dancing.
Yeah, look at them. They're all happy and dancing and just kind of stepping about. Oh, and we also got the Eye Brute. 25% more damage with reflected projectiles. But we have enough points to get the Fledgling Year. Next level, we can get increased damage done by 25%. That's powerful. We're going to put one more point to Dexterity, and I think that gets us a weapon. Oh yeah, I guess both the fist and the claw. I'll use the claw first. So, this is a claw and a stick.
I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping it would be a claw, like, as part of your hand.
So was I, to be honest. But, lobster claw on stick is an okay weapon.
Is it a rock lobster claw?
Considering it's made of stone, yes, it's a rock lobster claw.
We saw what you did there. We don't condone it, but we will allow it.
Oh,
Living rock.
a living rock. Increases force regeneration by 25% for a duration.
Oh-ho!
So if you've got a really force-intensive weapon, that would be how you use it.
I imagine also if you're in a fight where you're having a lot of dodging.
Yep. So these guys, you have to parry them once to get rid of their shield. And then they're pretty easy. Whoop.
What's going down?
Okay. Now, I admit, I am going a little farther ahead. We really should be backtracking a little for some extra goodies. But there's one thing in this tower right here that I want. Partially because it's a weapon I never got to try out, because in my test build, I went for a dex build instead of a strength one. And this is very much a strength weapon. Some level and dust. And here, the pillar slab. Now, we're not going to be able to use that for a while. We need
I was gonna say
15 strength for the pillar weapon.
That's a chunk of like concrete with
Yeah,
rebar going through
a
it.
pillar slab.
Yep. There's a slab of the pillar.
Exactly what it says on the tin.
Oops.
Weird that it put you back up there.
Yeah,
Okay.
as you can see, where it determines safe to be is kind of a relative thing. Ow. Oh, well.
That was not safe.
That's fine. We're restored back here. Alright, so now we can do some exploring. Now, it's notable that, like, rising uppercut combo, the fists can also do that, but they're primarily dex-based rather than strength-based.
Nice. Draw happy me.
Yes. All of the rock people around here like to draw.
These rockheads will never draw again.
No, they won't.
I mean, as soon as they're resurrected by you, one thing.
They'll draw in hell.
A leaper.
Nice.
Yeah, it takes very strict timing to get through there.
Surprised that's not an instant death.
Who wants to get eaten first?
Well, if I didn't get eaten, sir,
I don't know why that's never an option.
I'm just a little cockney rockhead.
Oh god, oh god!
Claw beast.
No.
Fuck you, Pac-Man.
I recommend that enemy does that thing where it tries to pin you to the ground and rail you to death. But you don't let him do that.
Good advice.
That
Follow it if I read.
does sound like good advice.
I provide only sage advice. Sage advice.
Questionable.
I don't know, you're the best Bloodborne player in the world, but how are you at Grime?
Grime? I cannot say I'm the best Grime player in the world. Oh. That fell a bit, unfortunately.
Okay, those guys don't respawn. Alright, and you see that dull gray part of his health bar?
Oh.
Yeah.
That dull gray part means that he can't be absorbed during that part. Damn it!
No.
What did I tell you?
And... boom. Second try. So this we just flat out can't get through yet. There we go. Petalstone legs. The Mad Rock. still have not found the shard for this level. Oh god. Oh, we're alive.
Hooray!
Woo. Not dead.
We're dead. I thought that was a regular one, not a hunt target, but I was mistaken. Alright, so we're gonna take a slight detour, because I think I remember where the Resonance Stone is. Yep, there we go. Whoops. Oh, but it's behind one of those. A blood metal splinter out of that one.
I think the other one dropped something too.
Oh. Ow. Oh. You know, we're just gonna get what we came here for.
Yep. Makes sense.
Okay. So you can see, we got pretty far down there. But... So, remember when I said we were going to have a You're the Monsters moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently the moms that they're talking about teach art to the boulders.
Well, that's nice of them.
Art class.
Yeah. So anyway, let's murder this asshole.
Name is
Okay.
literally harmless rock.
I was trying to figure out how we were the monsters, and now it makes sense. Okay. I mean, was there an option to not do this?
We could have not come here. Up until the point I hit him with a hammer, we could have walked away.
And we chose not to.
Yep. Yeah, nothing says you have to do everything.
Not gonna lie, I hope he killed you.
So his head is a weak point. I'm gonna strike the head for massive damage.
Can you absorb the harmless rock giant?
Not now.
Oh no, he's one of the big targets.
Ah.
Okay, so for that crime, we get a breath capacity increase. We now have one more section on our
We have an
breath
extra
meter.
Estus glass. Yeah.
No, not an extra Estus flask. An extra quarter of an Estus flask.
Ah.
That hardly seems worth it.
The breath which scattered under the broken sky lacked the concentration and focus, and could neither shape a large form, nor leave it with the breath to sustain its existence. This usually results in an unformed husk. Rock giants are a rare exception, possibly the result of an eternity trapped in the mountains before the arrival of the mothers. The rockets formed deep within the great rocks and mountains. They have been trapped inside ever since the sky broke. Then the mothers came, whispering breath into the rocks and freeing the rockheads. They formed Lithic. The various rockheads take turns between defending Lithic, practicing comforting art, and freeing the siblings still stuck in the ground and walls.
Raw.
Yeah, we get little bits of lore and snippets about each of the creatures.
Mhm.
Ravenous rock. Okay, so that was our monster crime for the day. Ow.
Like you dodged right into it.
And look, no one ever said I was good at this game. Oh, we also have a pile of mass to spend.
Yep.
Start working on that 15 strength you need.
Oh, we're about halfway there. Whoa, whoa. Living on a prayer.
I'm right back.
Yep. We're going to spend some time getting back to where we were before anyway. We're just not going to question that.
Of course not. Bye. Ah!
And eaten. Bam. Ah. Well, looks like we're hard gated by whatever that is. I'll have to come back later. Da-da-da-da-da. Damn it. Worst part of that was, I think if I'd gone up, I would have unlocked a shortcut. I just remembered that as I was dying.
Oh. Let's run.
Oh yeah, there is also another, surrogate stuck down here.
Ah.
And yeah, they weren't kidding about them being stuck down here. These guys are in the rock.
Yes,
Yeah.
teach them to make art.
This guy's an art trader. Yeah, if we have all 3 pieces of lithic art, we can get the Hieroline set.
Ah. What, the poem?
Yeah, I don't have the poem yet.
I've returned.
Welcome back.
We committed any more atrocities while I was gone.
We killed a few more of the rockheads.
Yeah, it's normal.
Also, gave away art to get some armor pieces.
Ah.
Breath Dew Fragment. Crush to gain half a bar of breath. These are exceedingly rare. As in, that breath fragment up there is the only one I have ever found.
Aha.
Okay. Making our way back down. We also found a surrogate here that was just off to the side.
Ah.
I had been skipping by it this whole time because I had forgotten it was down here. Yeah, there we go. Ow. That's okay, we unlocked a shortcut. And yeah, you also missed, like, the lore wasn't lying. These guys are literally stuck in the ground until they're pickaxed out by their brethren.
Oh, fun times.
We got the Petalstone chest. So we got the Petalstone chest and Petalstone legs. We still need the arms. nails. We have an ample supply of nails right now. Thirsting sand. When used, the next absorb grants 300% more breath. That's a way to just instantly refill your breath meter. Completed the prey hunt on leapers. And a motley pearl. Oh, ow.
Fell into spikes.
It did, in fact, fall into spikes. Oh, there's the lithic bone. The Lost didn't have it. And some living rock. Whoa, living rock. Mom's art class to the right. Okay, so what do you guys think about the group here so far? Like the rocks and, you know, their civilization. Pretty nice, right?
No.
No.
They're making art, they're digging people out of the ground.
Well, it's great for the people who aren't in the ground.
I mean, I guess as all things are concerned, like, it's great for them. I would.
Think of a hand to use.
Yes.
Oh, increased absorb parry duration.
We're absolutely getting that. Just gotta save up for it. And we have 3 hands. Now, I wish I could remember where I got the other weapon that I used for this next fight. Oh well.
Okay, you have the claw.
I have the claw, and I have the Bellow Mace.
Ah.
The claw does choose who will go and who will stay.
Say.
Okay, so we already killed the harmless giant. What do you think the next worst thing could be for the society? What makes us
Based
really...
on the fact that we're heading towards mom's art class.
Oh no! Oh, it's the moms, huh?
Yep.
I mean, got a point.
It's for another.
So it's matricide, I think. Wham bam, no thank you, ma'am.
So we can't touch the edges, because those red rocks will hurt us.
Red rock, red rock. Time for phase 2. Oh god.
There's some imagery here.
Yeah.
Yep, 2-stage boss fight. To be fair, the ability to reflect projectiles with 20% more damage is really helping out in this fight. Because the moms throw a whole lot of projectiles at you that you can block. Or not only block, but parry and throw back. And as you may have noticed when we were fighting the giant bottom jaw with eyes, if you're in the middle of a animation for blocking a projectile and another comes at you, you'll just absorb that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now does it stack the damage?
Yes, it stacks all the damage.
Okay.
You throw all the projectiles back that you absorb.
Oh, that was a nice hefty
Yep.
knock.
Ow.
Punch you in the gut.
Yeah, second fight's a little bit tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky.
Probably here.
And dead. Second stage. Ow. God damn it. Damn it. I got some powerful techniques going on there.
That's your powerful techniques, dodging from one attack into another attack into another attack.
Yep.
It's not typically what you'd call a technique.
Oh no, I'm saying they have powerful techniques. Damn it. Okay. Ow. Alright, we're just gonna take that heal now. Alright, there we go.
Hooray!
And now we eat them! Because they are delicious.
We're the mommy now.
So.
Oh, yeah, the ability to pull.
Yes, we can pull certain things towards us. Ow.
Ah.
Another 2 points of strength. Give ourselves some room to grow.
Gonna kill that one too?
Oh, nope, he gets to live. He's useful.
Oh, see, the mothers were cool. According to Yawn.
Yeah, according to Yawn.
Yeah, he's trustworthy.
Okay, so we're not going to be going on the lift just yet. We still have goodies to collect, including a very important goodie that I actually didn't collect before we did the boss. Which would have made that boss slightly easier? Art class is canceled.
So now that we have this pull ability, are we able to access other areas, the areas we've been before?
I don't believe there's any pull abilities back in the previous area. If there are, I haven't found them.
Like, there doesn't seem to be a ton of backtracking involved in the game.
There are definitely some things that we skipped out on that I just was not able to get. First time around.
Well, okay then.
Mostly, I think they're just extra, like, blood metal shards and stuff like that. I don't think it's anything like weapons or anything, but I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I haven't beaten this game yet. I've just gotten far enough to, like, know that I wanted to play it for the Tuesday stream. And...
Right.
Basically, I had just beaten the mothers.
So stuff past this will be new to you.
The stuff immediately past the lift won't be, but everything else will be.
I would say, given that there's been a couple items that doesn't look like you're capable of jumping high enough to, there'll probably be some degree of backtracking later.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's for required items or not, different question.
This takes us into the rock giant room. The sky respawns. was that other item?
Good question.
I didn't pick it up. Maybe I just didn't collect it. Oh well. It was a weapon that I had not picked up before.
Ah.
I picked it up in the previous run-through, and that was the weapon I used to defeat the mothers with. But I guess...
Was it the Burst Lantern?
Yes.
The Burst Lantern is... there's a pathway leading down to the Gloop Nest zone. It's just below the statue where you get the unformed slab.
Ah.
It should also be noted you're missing a ton of weapons.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
I can lead you back to them if you want.
Yeah, let's do some cleanup. Because I don't think... Once you go up the palace, I don't think you get to come back here for a while.
That was weird.
That was weird.
Yeah, like there's 2 weapons you don't have that are in the Weaving Cavity.
That is never not going to be a disgusting sounding name.
There's another Year weapon you don't have. And there's the Burst Lantern and the Unformed Slab.
Yeah, this game is just chock full of secrets and stuff. As befitting a game in the genre.
All true. Most Metroidvanias don't have like the hidden areas where when you walk in it reveals an area. That's a pretty nice mechanic.
No, there's a weapon you're missing in Lithic.
Okay. Are we sure all these weapons are accessible right now?
Well, let's see. That one definitely is.
We know the one that you were after is.
Yeah, we
Seeing
know
how
the
you had
Burst
it
Lantern.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Burst Lantern's by the Unformed Slab. Do you have the Unformed Slab?
Nope.
What weapons do we have?
So we have the Maul Axe, the Twin Fangs, the Urglaive, the Fossil Fist, and the Pillar Slab.
The Pillar Slab, and then the Claw and the...
Yeah, Claw and the Bellow Mace.
So can we fast travel between areas yet?
Nope.
Via the... Okay.
We cannot.
Those ones are
Spoilers.
fast travel spots.
I am glad that that is a mechanic.
There's fast travel ones that may not actually be accessible yet, but we should be able to get the burst lantern and the unformed slab.
Yep. Okay, so where are those?
So they are in the unformed desert.
Okay.
See
So
that tells?
the info for the unformed slab is, as you keep heading to the right, you'll find a collapsed statue with an open mouth. Drop inside the mouth, pick up the weapon.
Yeah, I had a feeling there was a bunch of stuff around here. I hadn't
Oh,
actually
right,
explored.
right. This thing.
Yeah, so that's the unformed slab. And then there's a path, just below the statue where you can get the unformed slab. There's a pathway leading down to the gloom nest zone.
Oh yeah, I completely skipped this area. Hey, buddy. Got another hunt point. Unlocking a shortcut.
Pixel health.
We're fine, we're fine.
Pochinko.
Luigi.
Ivonat. Kano. Waleon.
If all.
There's the burst lantern. And yeah, we can yank those things down now.
Oh my.
And then in Lithic, the lower levels of Lithic going down towards the Whispering Mother's boss, close to the Fester's Lair side path / secret path.
Oh, I was actually down there.
Is the Obelisk Fist.
So yeah, the burst weapon is a very interesting weapon because it doesn't have weapon affinity at all. So what this does is when you hit somebody with a light attack, it will apply a burst stack. When you do the heavy attack, it will explode all burst stacks on an enemy. And you can see the damage that the stacks do there.
Yeah.
Oh well, fast travel back to Lithic. Yeah, it just flings people.
So I'll have to eat blade.
If you'll notice, these stones aren't smashing anymore.
Ah. So the mothers were responsible for that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a breath capacity upgrade you can have, but it requires the walk perk.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of theoretical curiosity, where is that?
In the unformed desert.
Ah.
You have to walk like an Egyptian.
You have to walk across a small, like a bridge. That is only crossable by using the walk perk.
Ah.
Until then, if anyone else is actually listening, I am your host, the Krampus.
I'm Shiv.
And I'm Hunter Green.
Alright, stay safe, everyone.